What it do, world? Hey, Wacko back, him and Adam. Not only are these niggas just arguing over nothing as usual, it's just like they don't have no respect for one another. So why you niggas is doing a podcast? Like that, and just pay attention to homie Zoe, man. That nigga like, man, these old niggas is weird. And you can't blame me for walking out. For real, straight up, man. Let's get into this.
He called you Rat 100. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, all right. I talked to him 20 times.
Oh,
he want to whoop your ass.
He was just saying that he wants to talk about. He wants an opportunity to speak out against you, or to speak out against what you said about him.
We're gonna talk about it.
That's different than him being mad at me.
He's mad at you.
Why?
I'm gonna show you what he said.
But you have a history of lying about people that are mad at me, and then I talk to them, and then they're like, "I never said any of that."
He sent it to me, bro. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna play with you. He sent it to me saying this nigga Adam trying to start fires. Then he sent me what you text him.
What did I text?
How would I know what you texted?
So he sent you a screenshot of something I said?
Mama.
Let me see. I refuse to believe this until I see it with my own eyes. That's slippery.
You white dudes think y'all so slick.
He's not white, he's Armenian.
No, you. Yo, what's the homie name? Pesci?
Pesci weird ass?
Yeah, hold on.
Who's Pesci?
Pesci.
Joe Pesci?
It's him right here. Group text. He sent me.
Look at his old body language, man. He like, man, these two cornball ass old dudes is lame as hell. Straight up, man. Just look at his body language. Like, man, this is what y'all want, bro. I don't blame you, man, for real.
All this paperwork, let me know he ain't a rat.
G-faced it.
Yeah, here we go.
So you believe it? Because weren't you on here calling him a rat?
Fuck all that. Who that's from now?
Why are you showing him?
Adam what?
22.
And show me what I said.
Right?
And I said...
That's you, right? Punk motherfucker, read it since you want to make...
Wack was going off on you last week. You definitely going to want to respond. He said...
Punk shit.
Where? You still talk to him? I thought he doesn't do shit with you anymore. I said, no, we have a show together. What
did you tell me any of that?
What is inappropriate about that?
Because the fact that you telling him that, you didn't tell me none of that.
What?
See, when we leave here, we still in the streets, white guy.
So
Stop
again,
playing.
I
Give me
said,
my phone, bro.
Wack was going off on you last week. You're definitely going to want to respond. That is a fact. That podcast came out.
But you said I couldn't show you.
Wack shitty. The white boy called him out, man. For real, man. He's not scared of you, Wack. He don't even believe you got a gangster bone in your body, bro. Real talk.
Be able to see the evidence of you going off on him.
But you said you didn't send him nothing.
And then he said you guys don't do shit. No, I did not say that at any point. Rewind this. I did not say it. I said, no, we have a show together.
Well, wait, but it's obviously he sent me the script.
I will be real with you. Him sending you our conversation is super sus.
Yeah. Look,
so I don't know if I can.
Yo, Wack, this is G-Face. I'm only going to say this once to you. You getting played by old boy the same way he told you I'm talking shit about you, the same way he said it to me about you. Paru, you doing punk shit. You gonna get your ass lined up. Stop playing with these streets.
G-Face,
now I could have said
my opinion of you has just changed a lot. Whatever you're talking about, I don't know.
You want to read it?
No.
I ain't gonna motherfucking lie.
No.
All right. Look at this old man. Just peep him out, man. Like, for real, like, you know when you're around real niggas, man. He know for a fact that ain't nothing real about these dudes, man. And he damn near shitty he's on this little podcast, man. Real talk.
Oh, I know. I'm saying I can't believe that he would send you that.
One thing that niggas know when it come out my mouth, it be real. I'm gonna show you the receipts.
Do you agree with me this though? If someone has a conversation with you in confidence,
did you tell me you was gonna do that?
Do what? Yeah, I told him that you talked about it on the podcast, and I said you're gonna want to respond.
Now let me tell you what could have happened.
What?
I could have ran into G-Face anywhere. You didn't send him that. While you at home with your little Mary Poppins little family.
So wait a minute.
And now I'm out here dealing with some shit.
Me and you have a conversation on the podcast that is intended to come out to the public. And then I tell him, hey, I gave him a heads up. Wack was talking crazy about you on the podcast. You're going to want to respond.
You know what he said?
What is the wrong thing that I did? No, tell me. What did I do wrong there?
Let me tell you what
what's
he
wrong?
said.
No. Stay on this.
And we're going to get back to
You tell me. What's wrong with me saying, me telling him?
Everything I told you I had.
No. You always change the subject so much. You tell me what's wrong with me telling him, somebody that I thought I was cool with, who apparently screenshots conversations, but What's wrong with me telling him?
What's the problem with him screenshots?
I'm asking the question. What's wrong with me telling him?
Did you ever tell me you told him that?
We're focused on a question. Stop diverting. Why is it wrong for me to tell him that you talked about him on the podcast?
The fact that you didn't tell me you was going to do that.
Why would I have to tell you that I was telling him that you spoke about him?
It involves me. And I didn't bring him up. You did.
If you talk
Did you bring him up?
If you talk at length about anybody that I have a relationship with, me telling them that you spoke about them, what is wrong with it? I want to actually answer that.
Did you bring him up? Did I bring him up?
Let's stay on this. What? I don't remember.
Because you brought him up, motherfucker.
Answer me.
If you wouldn't have brought him up, it wouldn't have been a conversation about him.
What is wrong with me telling somebody that I'm cool with?
It would have been in the county or the pen, would have had your ass.
Do you think that there's a reason why you're not giving me a straight answer on this?
I'm telling you what's wrong with it.
What's wrong with
him up. I responded.
I don't know that that's true, but if that is true, how does that make it any different? I'm not. Why would you go to shake hands with your left? No. I'm not doing that either.
Bet 5.
I'm not even saying that I didn't say it.
Okay, then stop playing, man.
But why would me bringing him up change it?
Everybody know that's punk shit because you brought him up. I responded. Then you tell him Wack talking about you. If you would have never brought him up, I would have never responded. Then you keep me in the dark.
How does that make me warning him about what you said on the podcast about him? How does that change anything?
Maybe he'll hear you. He not getting what's going on.
People at home, there's a reason why he's not answering this question.
The power rule, you're not understanding the power rule language.
Why are you not answering the question? It's like you're trying to evade the fact that the question has a simple answer.
I'm lost. Okay, listen.
There's nothing wrong.
Brings the dude
There's nothing wrong with me telling people that you were talking about them on the podcast before it comes out.
He brings them up. I respond. He bring it up. I respond.
You went on a crazy rant about him.
Wack was talking about you. But he don't tell me shit.
What do I have to tell you? So I have to tell you, hey, I'm going to warn G-Face that you were talking about him?
Yeah, I would appreciate that. I'm going to tell you why.
But you talked about it on the podcast.
No, but you brought it up. It ain't like...
See, because he don't think shit can happen. See, y'all got to stop playing with these white boys like that, man. Straight up, man. Because these white boys that get shit started and then run the other way, man. Real talk.
Like if I brought it up, you're right. You ain't got to say shit. But if you bring it up, and I'm going to tell you why.
The idea that I brought it up, we're going to have to check that out.
Let's bet.
I don't want to bet.
Easy 5 racks.
I'm just saying, I don't think that changes anything.
It does.
Why?
Because if I would have brought it up, you right, Wack. You brought his name up.
Anything we talk about on this podcast, it is totally acceptable and permissible for me to tell someone what we talked about on this podcast before the podcast comes out.
Let's narrow it down even more. This is no jumper, Adam 22. You can tell motherfucker what you want. You own the content.
Thank you.
Don't get that fucked up. I'm saying if I sit here right and I start talking about the individual, I do it. Cool. And you let him know, yo, you know, Wack went in on you. Cool. But if you bring a motherfucker up to me,
and then you
I
tell them,
right? I would really appreciate if you let me know, because guess what? And it hasn't came out yet.
But I casually mentioned his name. You go on an extreme fucking rant about him.
Are you mad that he set the shit on you? Shout out to G-Face.
I wouldn't say I'm mad, but I would say that that's probably the end of our relationship. I'm going to interview
G-Face. We're going to interview him now. Here. Scheduling.
Oh, no, I love that idea.
Tomorrow.
But in terms of me being cool with him, knowing that he sent my conversation to you, that's sus. I don't fuck with that at all.
What?
That's totally out of bounds.
What you mean?
Screenshotting conversations. Kind of. We would go back and forth, have the actual conversation. Appreciate you, G.
Yes, sir. Yo, I don't think it was a skit.
How's that not a skit?
What about it?
What? He know these dudes is corny, man. Like, real niggas don't want to sit around and do no shit like this, man. Argue back and forth about what another nigga said or did, and I don't know. Like, hey, that is crazy. Hey, and shout out to Zoe, man, because hey, real nigga, don't nobody want to hear that, man. That beauty shop shit. But it is what it is, man. Leave your comments, man. It's true. I'm out.